Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my DIY 120 gallon enclosure video, which has like 40,000, almost 50,000 views. And this is going to be like an update to it 1 year later, because I actually built that enclosure like 1 year to the day. So it's a year old, but the video was released like a couple months later. It's just, I'm kind of lazy about that. Like right now I'm working on another 120 gallon video. It's very similar to the one I did, but I think it's better. Everything I did wrong, I did better on the new build, and everything I did wrong on the new build, I am making better on my other build. So this was my first build, and I get like a lot of comments. I've noticed they were like, "Oh man, I don't know if I can do it." And this was my first build, and people, I'm in a lot of like Facebook groups and stuff like that, and I saw like my build being shared in there, which was like, I was like, "Oh my goodness, that feels amazing." However, when I seen it, I was also like, I've done so much more now. Like I know so much more about it. I know what I did wrong. I know what does good. It's still a great enclosure, and I'll show you honestly the things that I probably find wrong with it you probably don't, but I'll show you what I do not like about it. So let's get right to that, shall we? So here it is. It's actually in my living room. I took it out of my room. It was in my little reptile room. And oh, I forgot. I didn't say this in the video last time, and I should have done it. But I have Arcadia. It's a 36-inch, 14% UVB bulb, and this is just this. I got this at a chicken store, like a feed store Tractor Supply, and it has a par 38 100 watt heat lamp in there, and I have just an LED lamp. This is just for light, so it's just LED. So here is Bubba. He is basking in his big enclosure, and the first thing I will say about this that I changed was the doors. These doors, the reason I don't like them, they're awesome and everything, but the reason I don't like them is because the substrate gets in the track, and it is, oh man, like, brace your ears. Oh, it's good. He was like, "What are you doing?" But yeah, that's the biggest complaint I have about this build, is literally the track. That's the only thing. So I actually changed that with my new build, which is right here. And I have that wood right there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. But this is my new build. I'm actually working on this. This has been done for like 2 months, and I've been working on the video. It was like 12 hours of footage. Let me bring up the brightness a little bit. My bad. So I've been going through 12 hours of footage of me building this enclosure, and it's still not done. So like I said, I had my other enclosure done a year, like 4 months before I posted the video, and this has been done for 2 months. It's looking like the same thing. But anyway, so as you can see right here, I put a piece of wood right across, and I elevated it so the way substrate will not get in the tracks, and I love it. I think this is the best build. Also the background, if you look, it looks like rock. It feels like rock. I've mastered the background. It has, as you can tell, like dimension to it. That's the other complaint I have with this one. However, I will say that the heat in this one is, oh, it's so perfect. The gradient is amazing. He basks most of the day. He eats. That's his food bowl. I got it from Dollar Tree for $1. But I just hate the background on this. I literally hate it so much. I didn't know what I would do with the foam and how to make it more natural looking. I think it looks ugly. I hate it. I think the background is terrible. And that's my only 2 complaints of this whole thing. That's it. Look at him. He's getting a little, he's venting a little bit. He's getting a little warm. It is warm in Oklahoma right now. That's where I'm from. Those are my only 2 complaints with this build. I really just, that's it really. The top is vented, so like a lot of air comes in. And during the winter, he went to brumation, but during the winter, that was really kind of my only complaint. It was like, it was really cold, and it was really hard to heat up the enclosure. I had to add a second light just because it was super cold in the winter in Oklahoma, this recent one. But yeah, I know you was probably expecting more, but I mean, this enclosure I feel like is wonderful. It's done great. And the only thing, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm actually going to change this glass out and do it the same way I just did my other enclosure. And that's it. That's the only complaints I have. And maybe when I do that, I might do something to the background, because I just hate the background. I want the background to look like this one right here. This is, to me, a masterpiece. I'm so proud of this one. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna take out the glass of those sliding doors, put another, raise up the tracks, and do the same way. See, this is right here. Look at that. And that's siliconed in, same way you would do an aquarium. And a build video is coming soon to show you exactly how I did all this, so you can do it too. And this was my second build. This is my second build. So if I can do this, you can do it as well. But that's it, guys. That's all I have. I thought I'd do it because I noticed like a lot of people was like wondering how it was holding up, how it was doing, and it's holding up fantastic. Like I said, I'm gonna replace those two things because I think I've done it better now, and I'm always learning, and that's what you should always do. Just keep on learning. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped a little bit more. I hope it answered some questions. I'll see you next time.